Hey, this is Rainbow Dragon 187, making a video about, you guessed it, racism. I decided to make this video after a response to my video review I made about Johnny Rebel, who, if you don't know, is a country singer who sings about, how much black people suck. More or less a racist singer, we'll just say it that way. And I got bitched at a lot on that video for people calling me a racist because that video I made was half diss and half serious, which I will never do again. That was my fault, and it made me seem like a racist. But I just made this video hopefully to be an eye-opener. Oh, and actually before I start, for all you racists that are more than likely going to comment on this, could you please, for the love of God, show that you have some sense and actually just talk to me and not start or end or go throughout with racial slurs? You know what I'm saying? Could you please just speak to me like you have a vocabulary and some sense? Okay. Sorry if I seem a little pissed off about this, but I am. Right now I should be watching one of my childhood favorite movies, Batman Mask of the Phantasm, but right now I'm doing this instead. Okay. Start off, I'll just say, I don't know why we discriminate against other races, religions, or nationalities, or whatever because of the negatives of that particular religion or race or ethnicity or whatever. Because, and this is why, because all the negatives of every race and religion and nationality, all of them do the same things. What I mean by that, everybody says all niggas, I call them, get really ghetto black people. People say all they do is, or blacks in general, people say all they do is collect welfare, sit on their porches, talk shit, and drink 40 ounces, smoke blunts, and raise hell. The negatives of every race do that. It's not just blacks that do that. You know, ghetto white people, ghetto Italian people, ghetto Russian people, ghetto Hispanic people. All of them do those things. They may not drink 40 ounces and smoke blunts, but they do rob and steal and shoot and kill people. That happens. Everyone does that. Like everyone bad of every race does that. So why just put it on blacks? I mean, really. And the second point I'm going to try to keep this as short as possible, but can somebody, without giving a racial slur, tell me what good has come of racism? I mean, really, what good has ever come of racism? What good? No good. In the 60s, when, people were hating on blacks, trying to stop them from getting equal rights, because equal rights for another human being is just blasphemic. Total blasphemy, right? But, I digress, but why, what was the point of racism there? All it did was cost white people frustration, time, and money, and, cost black people also a lot of time, but, pieces of their asses from being bit by German shepherds, German shepherds and shit, and time and pain for being sprayed with water hoses and beaten and spat on, and also money from people breaking in, busting their houses up and all that shit. No good came of that. All we wanted was equal rights. I mean, I guess that was a lot to ask back then, but it really isn't. And, here's a better example. The Holocaust. The Holocaust was at its core because of racism. And a lot of good came out of that, didn't it? A lot of good. I mean, essentially, 6 million plus people died because some dude didn't like their religion. Does that make any sense whatsoever? 6 million people plus being killed because somebody doesn't like their religion? I mean, Hitler, I never listened to the dude, but he was essentially saying all of our hardships, all of our negatives, us losing World War I was all because of the Jew. Because the Jew practices their religion, live their lives, you know, running their businesses or going to their jobs or doing whatever they do, living more or less, because the Jews live, we have suffered. That's more or less what he was saying. Does that make any sense? For all you racist people, could you please just stop? Just think about that. Don't think about me being black and yelling and shit. Just think about that. What good came of that? What was the point of that? And you know what? I think I'm actually going to end there. I also end on the note, I mean, think about how much better the world would be if there was no racism. Just think about that. Different/better. Think about that and just, you know, does any good come out of racism? Any good whatsoever? Just think about that. Y'all have a nice day, night, or whenever you look at this. Have a nice... You get what I'm saying. Peace.